Hi, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I started this channel about 3 years ago, and I was doing horoscopes every 2 weeks. And I did that for about a year, and then I stopped for about a year and a half, and I have been led to come back to doing that. So welcome to my channel. What I normally do is let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Take a look at that. Are we looking at life, love, health, career? What are we looking at? And then fill in the gaps with various oracle cards that I have. So the first thing I want to do is welcome you, Capricorns, and let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Four of Cups in the upright. The Moon in reverse, so some secrets are coming out. Ten of Wands. Ah, you've been on a journey, a big journey, and it's finally coming to an end. So let's keep going. Let me see what we got going here. Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to take these. Two of Swords, Knight of Swords in reverse. So let's get one more. And this one flipped over, the Hierophant. Okay, let's see what we got here. Four of Cups in the upright, the Moon in reverse, Ten of Wands. That's an ending. Wheel of Fortune, that's a new beginning. So that's very interesting that you got that side by side. Two of Swords, that feels like a discussion or some words with somebody. And the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Hierophant. Okay. Okay. So I feel like a very deep conversation was had with somebody, and they told you some secrets, and it was something that you were waiting on. It felt like you were stressing out about it. You were waiting on someone to reveal these secrets, and they finally did, and now you can kind of put that to bed and move forward. And now you're seeing things from a different perspective because they finally told you what they had been hiding. So I don't know if it was they told you an affair, they were having an affair, maybe it was a spouse. It could have been something at work, and you knew there was something going on behind the scenes, but they finally said, hey, we're selling the company. Whatever the case was, it was like your intuition was telling you something was going on behind the scenes. Nobody was saying anything out loud, and you were just kind of guessing and waiting for the other shoe to fall, and it feels like they finally told you, and now you can kind of move forward and make decisions based on this conversation that had. Are you staying in the relationship? Are you staying with the business that is selling? Are you leaving? You can move forward now that you have the full picture. That is what I'm feeling. You've got the full picture now. You're not trying to fill in pieces with, you're fully informed. Okay, fully informed. What I want to ask, what emotions have you been going through during that period of time? I just want to see if I'm on the right track here. Let's show me emotions that you were feeling during that time. Left out in the dark certainly feels like I'm hearing. Left out in the dark. Well, afraid and happy in the reverse position. So you weren't happy, you were afraid. It was like you were afraid that you were going to get the axe or something. It was like, it feels like you knew there was whispering going on behind your back. It didn't make you happy. You knew something was off. Your gut was telling you something was off. You were afraid it was going to affect you more negatively, but I'm getting the feeling that it's like a relief more than anything. At the moment, it appears you might be feeling a little overwhelmed because maybe you just found this information out. And you're like, oh my God, how does this affect me? What am I going to do? Blah, 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 blah. So that's what's going on in your mind right at the moment is like, okay, now that I have the story, the whole story, all the pieces to the puzzle, what am I going to do with all this information? Feeling a little stressed about it and feeling a little vulnerable because you feel, how do I want to say this? Not as solid as you did before. You felt like things were more solid in your life. You had a happy marriage, and now maybe you're finding out that it's not as happy as it was. You thought you had a nice solid job, and now you're finding that it might be a little wobbly. So you're feeling vulnerable at the moment with these potential changes that are coming down the pike. What else do we have? Let's get at least one more. And at the moment, you're not feeling hopeful. So at the moment, you're still feeling a little pessimistic about everything that's happening. You are not seeing the good that's going to happen. At the moment, you are purely focused on the negative aspect of this whole thing. So let's get you out of that negative aspect. Okay, what question do I want to ask? I want to ask, let me think here. If this is what's going on, and these are the emotions you're having, you know what? I'm going to do this. I got to figure out what question I want to ask. How can you grow from this experience? How can you grow from this experience? 2 there. Take action. That would be take action. Okay, get your ducks in a row. If you feel like your relationship with your spouse is vulnerable and could go a different direction, get your ducks in a row, meaning get your money straight. Go see a financial consultant. Make sure you have yourself protected. That's what I feel like I want to say. Make sure you have yourself protected and that you're not going to get blindsided by anything now. Like he's not going to move out of the house and take every dime that you have and leave you destitute. Get your ducks in a row. At the same time, it says solitude. Don't be telling everybody what's going on either, because then everybody's going to have their opinion about this. Do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, and that's only going to make your anxiety worse. So I'm going to say for now, keep your mouth shut. Everybody in the world doesn't need to know that your spouse just told you they were having an affair. Everyone in the world doesn't need to know that your company is selling and that it may affect a lot of people. That isn't necessarily something that your friends and family need to get their self involved in, and you know they're all going to try to do that. Understanding, and I'm going to say that is more understanding that the emotions that you are having are natural. Don't beat yourself up for having those, and understanding that this is not personal. Whatever is going on does not have anything to do with your worth and your value, so don't take that into heart. Stand strong in the conviction that you are who you are. This doesn't have anything to do with you, and if there are things that you can grow from it, look from it from that positive perspective of I'm going to come out better from this, and I am not ever going to let this happen to me again. Balancing the scales. It feels like perhaps maybe things were off balance and you were a little off balance, maybe didn't realize it. Again, with the feeling of being vulnerable, it feels like maybe more people had more control over you than was probably comfortable. And this is giving you the opportunity to kind of get yourself in a higher standing, in a better position, so you won't be caught off guard. You won't be thrown off balance. You won't be like tossed aside and destitute or anything like this. This is giving you that opportunity to kind of strengthen yourself mentally and financially. And there's a purge. There's a lot of purging going on. It is okay to cry. It's okay. You're perfectly fine feeling the feelings that you are having. It's okay to feel afraid and scared. A lot of information was just recently dumped on you, and you need to process it. You need to grieve, possibly. You need to take into account what this means for your future, because you thought your future was going this way, and now you're finding out that it may end up going this way. Regardless of what happened, it shook you to your core. And it has made you feel off balance. So just give yourself some time and it'll all kind of, but don't beat yourself up if you need 2 or 3 days to just sit at home and cry. It's okay. I want to see what, after you pick yourself up and after you've had that time to kind of process what's going on, this is the message that the universe has for you regarding the situation. This is basically the ending or the future ending. This is what the universe has to say about what happens next. Maybe. What does the universe have to say about what happens next? Okay, now we got cards coming. Okay. What do you desire? You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know what you're ready and deserving, know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. So I'm going to say, start thinking about what you want. Don't focus on what you don't want. I don't want this to happen. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. Don't do that, because that just brings it in. Focus more on, I want to work things out with my spouse. I want to have a better relationship after we work things out. I want a good working relationship with the new company. Or I was ready for some changes and I see I was ready for some changes, and this is what opportunity I'm going to go for next. Don't sit there and let all the negative part of this work on your nerves too much. The next one is creative project. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expressions make you feel alive and excited and reignite passion toward your life. I'm thinking maybe you were kind of bored anyway, and this is kind of shaking things up. And let's assume this is going to shake things up for the better. Daydream. You will more easily hear and receive your messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas if you were watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. And the last card is innocence. Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. So maybe that rings a bell. I mean, you're feeling those feelings right now. So anyway, I hope that has helped. It will be okay in the end. Focus not on the negative part of it. Look towards the positive of everything. And don't make any sudden decisions. I feel like I want to say that. Don't make any sudden decisions. Really go within and think about where you're going next. What do you want to do? And don't take in the negative energy from everything, and keep your mouth shut. Meaning, don't go blabbing to all your friends and family, because all that's going to do is that's going to get their opinions on something that they really don't have any say in. They don't have a say in your relationship. They don't have a say in your job. Give yourself some time to process everything before you start having discussions with other people. Hope to see you in July, and have a great month. Bye.